What's up, my people? This is Dalton. And of course, you know who I am, Dalton, my world. And you already saw part one of the protest that's going on against the vice president being up here, and you already saw the police in formation, trying to look all strong and everything. But also, right now, I'm interviewing one of the protesters. So I looked out to got to interview one of the protesters. Her name is Nicole. It's going to be a brief interview, and I just want Nicole to explain to me exactly why she's protesting. Okay, I have a good idea why I'm protesting, but I'd like to hear from Nicole why she's protesting. Okay, so let me just move over here. How you doing, Nicole?
Hi, how are you, Dalton?
I'm all right. Nicole, briefly, if you can, let me know, because I saw you with your sign up.
Absolutely.
Okay, and I would like to know why you're protesting.
So, in my brief 35 years of life, I've watched the United States and most white people in it systematically destroy almost every African American life that I know by oppressing them, being brutalized. Racism should still not be what it is in 2020.
I agree with that.
I have 3 biracial children. I am doing this because I don't want them or my grandchildren to have to go through this.
Right.
I'll be damned if 30 years from now I have to watch my children marching in the streets so that their children don't have to go through this. I stand with all of Pittsburgh. I stand with all of the black people in the United States and all around the world.
Do you agree? Now, do you agree with Black Lives Matter?
I do agree with Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
I am definitely not one of these people who's going to hear that and say, oh, all lives matter. We are one race, a human race, but Black Lives Matter because those are the ones that are being taken
Right.
on a daily basis. It bothers me hearing white people sitting here and saying, what are you protesting for? Why are you protesting? It's not going to solve anything. Well, of course you don't understand because it doesn't affect you. You don't have to worry about your daughter or your son coming home. You don't have to worry about what happens when they get pulled over. You don't have to sit there and have a conversation with them, teaching them about what is proper to say, because sometimes you may come across a police officer who might take their authority into brutalization for no reason.
True.
I shouldn't have to teach my biracial son that he can't say what his white friends say because something worse might happen to him than what would happen to them. It's got to stop.
It's kind of like what Malcolm X once stated: "What's good for the goose is good for the gander."
Absolutely.
Everybody, you know.
Absolutely.
I mean, and if you don't feel that what's good for the goose is good for the gander, then you think someone is lesser than you.
Absolutely.
Because if you feel it's good for you, then it's good for someone else too.
And we are
Okay.
all we're all created by God. We're born sinners, so nobody is better than anybody else.
That's true.
People need to learn to own up for their mistakes and admit that they've done something wrong and try to fix it and correct it.
Now-
This is a step in the right direction.
I don't mean to interrupt you now.
No, go ahead.
I actually, she actually did take some videos, and I actually saw her out there booing the vice president. I mean, standing up there booing the vice president, booing the
Absolutely.
police out there. She was up there with some other people, standing strong, letting people know that she disagrees with what Trump is doing, vice president's doing, and that this does matter to her. She's a human being standing up there using her time to let people know how she feels. So that is super and so important. You need to take that in concept.
I've been protesting every day.
Oh, have you really?
This is like probably the 9th that I've attended since George Floyd's death. The first protest I attended was in East Liberty, and myself, my fiance, and our 13-year-old son were tear gassed.
Wow.
We weren't in the crowd when it happened either. It was just the 3 of us.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing I did notice even with some of the videos that some of the police force is taking, they're going overboard trying to, just like they tried to say, well, this person was resisting arrest even if they weren't, they're tear gassing anybody.
Their justification is ridiculous. There's no justification for tear gassing a 13-year-old child, a woman, and someone else standing that weren't doing anything wrong. We weren't in the large group of protesters. Fact of the matter is, tear gas, also known as CS, was outlawed internationally through the Geneva Convention. So you can't even use tear gas in war. But they're using it in the United States on private citizens who are peacefully protesting. What
Right.
does that tell you?
Well, yeah, I mean, but then we also look, you know, they're going to be doing that because they're going to follow their leadership.
Absolutely.
And if the
Starts
president,
from the top and trickles down.
right, and the president has people sending these officers on horses and everything, tear gassing peaceful protesters, and the
For a
officers,
photo op.
right, for a photo op,
With a book he doesn't read.
now.
Sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're all right. And also, the officers are covering up their badge, which is illegal. They're covering up
Absolutely
their
illegal.
name, their badge, and stuff like that, acting as if there's some type of other type of government than what we have in the United States. So,
Absolutely.
now, do you have a YouTube channel?
I don't have my own personal YouTube channel. Like, I don't post videos, but I do have YouTube. So I will definitely be looking yours up. And I actually have some videos and stuff that I would like to send you from some of the peace protests that we attended. And then there's also, my fiance wrote a proposal that we have sent to government officials. We've sent it to pretty much every higher up. I'd like to send that to you as well. It's a reform proposal with a lot of great ideas in it, and I'd kind of like your opinion on it.
Okay. All right. And I will definitely give you my information, you know, for that.
Awesome.
So, again, subscribe, hit that red subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. All right. And comment. This is live. This is not
Live.
made up or anything. Right here in Pittsburgh, and I want you to see it. This is going to be part 2 of Vice President, Police, and Protests. Peace out, people.